everyone.
Good evening.
AsoRockStars. It's lovely to be here, and thank you for inviting me. And hopefully, my charge will not be so solemn, because Antis Kachi did an excellent job. I think she already did half of my work. And indeed, 10 years from now, your future self will thank you for joining Toastmasters. In an evening in 2012, I attended a panel discussion. And what struck me most about the panel discussion was not the people on stage giving their talks. It was the woman next to me who stood up to ask a question to the panel speakers. Her gaze was direct, her voice was assured, and her question had a clear beginning, middle, and ending. And when she sat down next to me, I asked, "Where did you learn to talk like this?" And she said, "Oh, Toastmasters." So the next Thursday evening in November 2012, I walked into the Centagon School. Who remembers Centagon School? DTM Teresa, DTM Soji, and Toastmaster Halima. Sorry. Rama too, sorry. Yes, the Centagon School where AsoRockStars first used to meet in 2012 and in the years after that. And that was my first visit to a Toastmasters club in Abuja. I was welcomed by a group of people who called themselves rock stars. And that evening in 2012 changed my life. In January 2013, I signed up to Toastmasters, and every year after that, every 6 months after that, I have renewed my commitment to Toastmasters. You know, when we think about the Toastmasters slogan, it says, "Where leaders are made." And I always think that Ralph Smedley must have been a very bad politician. Ralph Smedley is the founder of Toastmasters. A bad politician because Toastmasters delivers far more than it promises, which is usually the reverse. The politicians, they deliver more. They promise more than they deliver. But Toastmasters makes it makes a cautious promise. It doesn't overhype itself. Where leaders are made. But you come into Toastmasters and you find that you're a leader and more. And I've said this before, but I want to share it with this audience. And I think that the promises that Toastmasters makes can be summed up in three things that, in my experience, in my journey over the years, sums up what Toastmasters embodies. And the first is the people, the second is the platform, and the third is the process. The people of Toastmasters, I think, is the best asset of Toastmasters. You walk into a Toastmasters club and everyone here, there are about 30 people or more here, and everyone here has one thing in common. Everyone here has a drive for excellence. I like to think of Toastmasters as a microcosm, a small world that is extraneous to what you find in the rest of Nigeria. Because I remember years ago, the president of AsoRockStars Toastmasters, who was an American at the time, Betsy Orlando, she says Toastmasters was the only place where she comes in Nigeria when nobody asks her for anything. The only thing people ask you for in Toastmasters is knowledge. How can I grow? How can I become better? You know, what do you know that can help me become better and can help me also transfer to other people and make them better? The people in Toastmasters, and not only are they people who share their knowledge and wisdom with you, but also people who can become your friends. Some of my lifelong friends are in Toastmasters Soji, whom I've known